The old saying goes that whether you went through life as a big shot or a little shot, attendance at your funeral will be determined by the weather. Well, I would have to say that February 1856 must have provided one spectacular late winter day. On that day, everybody and everything in Augusta took time to honor the passing of Andrew Miller. Stores closed, theaters closed, people stopped working. Augusta's population in 1856 was about 11,000, according to the census. As many as 10,000 people attended Miller's funeral. Chronicle editor W.S. Jones wrote that the size of the crowd, while stunning, showed the depth of feeling the community had for the man referred to as the city's advisor general. No one wielded so beneficent an influence for 20 years, the Chronicle said. Maybe that's why the state turned around and named a county after him. More than 150 years later, we're left to wonder, who was this guy? Well, let me tell you. Born in coastal Georgia, Andrew Jackson Miller came to Augusta as a teenager and studied law under his uncle, attorney William Jackson. He was bright. So bright, he successfully petitioned the legislature to allow him to practice law at 19, 2 years younger than the state allowed. He did well and was soon handling a number of Augusta civic responsibilities. He became Augusta City Attorney, then a State House representative, and was later pressed to run for the Georgia Senate. He did, he won, and he was so well thought of at the Capitol, then in Milledgeville, that he served 2 terms as Senate President. Miller helped improve Georgia's state transportation system with the Georgia Railroad connecting Augusta to Atlanta. And then with the Western and Atlantic Railroad, he connected Chattanooga to the Georgia coast. Miller was a trustee of the town as an Academy of Richmond County trustee, and he held leadership roles with the Medical College of Georgia. He was a director of the Georgia Railroad Bank and a zealous member of Augusta's Presbyterian Church. He also was on the right side of history. Andrew Miller opposed Georgia's early efforts to secede from the Union, and he championed the rights of women under state law. It was Miller, Augusta historian Ed Cashin said, who successfully petitioned the legislature to have the remains of 2 of Georgia's 3 signers of the Declaration of Independence reburied beneath a marble monument in front of the old Richmond County Courthouse. It was dedicated on the 4th of July, 1848. In the first half of the 1800s, James Miller was perhaps our town's most celebrated, revered, trusted, competent, respected, and devoted civic leader. He was a man, after all, whose funeral closed down a town. He left us with a monument to patriotic service and a record of civic responsibility.